Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's chilly, guys. It's really chilly today. My hands are sore. They're so cold. I've just put my heating on. Happy Saturday, everybody. I've got the sniffles. I can't listen. I'm worried. It's the sniffles though. My nose is blocked, right? So when I had my lunch, I couldn't taste it. And I was like, oh no, is it? Is it the virus? I think it's just because I've got a blocked nose. Because I can't taste anything. But if you see, my nose was like this, started like this morning when I was doing my makeup video. I thought, my God, my nose is a bit blocked. But I did get the flu jab not long ago, so I'm putting it down to that. It's not the other vaccine, it's the flu vaccine. Here it is completely blocked. So I'll probably have to blow it a few times. I do apologise. Blowing my trumpet, it will be, but it won't be a fine symphony of sound. Anyway, guys, do you like my title today? Oh, I don't give a duck. I'm going to show you the ducks. Now, listen, I'm happy. My Amanda went for her scan today, and a detailed scan, and I got to see my grandson's face. Not only that, I got to see him opening and closing his mouth. I think he's getting ready to soak for some milkies, because he'll need milk when he gets out. Randy, good afternoon to you. Happy Saturday to you. It's freezing here. My hands are sore. See, this is me getting old. I'm an old lady. Listen, I'm still getting guys in their 20s trying to chat me up on Facebook, right? And I've put the Facebook dating app, I've put my preferences to like older gentlemen, please. And I'm still getting these 20-year-olds. Life is hard, guys. Life's hard. Life is hard. It's icky, that though, to me. That's a bit icky to me. You know what I mean? Because that's my son's 20. It's a bit weird. Although, look, that's just me. That's just the way I feel. Shooting Star ASMR. I love your name. Anything to do with stars, planets, NASA, rockets, shuttles, anything like that. And I love that. I love your name. And good afternoon to you. See when they're trying to crawl though, the thing is, they crawl up on things. That's how I to get rid of that glass table. Oh no, flat tires. Listen, Sky, my wee granddad used to say, things happen for a reason, right? You don't know the reason. You just think, oh, that sucks that the car's got a flat tire. But something could have happened when you went in the car and so everything happens for a reason, I believe. Lizzie ASMR, good afternoon. I hope you're keeping good, my lovely Lizzie. You are one strong lady. I hope you know that. Very, very strong. Very strong lady. Right, so I saw his wee face and he was opening and closing his wee mouth. Listen, this is the way I'm going to be talking forever now. And you could see his wee hands and his wee nose, and you could see all of that. It was absolutely crystal clear. Definitely a boy, definitely a boy. Whew. I've bought quite a lot of blue stuff. I might sneeze. Listen, it's the cold I'm getting. I'm hoping it's the cold I'm getting. I did get the flu vaccine a few days ago. I've got flavouring. That helps. That helps on a Saturday. Yes, stay positive. Things happen for a reason. You don't know what the reason is, but they do. Things always happen for a reason. That's my wee granddad used to say that to me. And do you know what? I'll tell you the story behind that. We were meant to be going to the Isle of Bute. This is when I was like 4-year-old, 5. So I was very, very young. We were meant to be going to the Isle of Bute, right? So me and my brother were all excited. Oh yeah, we're going to the Isle of Bute. We're going to the Isle of Bute. Our bags were packed and all the rest of it. And here, it was really, really windy that day that we were meant to be going. And they had stopped the ferries, the car ferries. And Isle of Bute is an island, right? You can't get to it unless you go by ferry. And I remember breaking my heart. And my wee granda said, you don't know what could be happening on that boat. Everything that happens for a reason. So I remember that. See, if I blow my nose, nothing's going to come out. Tom's, good afternoon to you. Well, you came in just as I'm talking about my nose boogers, as you call them, probably. Like, if people, unless you're in the UK, we call them bogies or snotters. In Scotland, we call them snotters. But listen, they're blocked away back up my skull. Somewhere here's blocked. So when I'm blowing, nothing's coming out, but I'm clearly blocked right up. Anyway, like the scan picture. This baby, it was I don't yawning or something like that. Oh, it was like that in her belly. Oh, it's like that. It's not age restricted yet, Sky. It's not monetized, so I'm okay. Listen here, hold on a minute till I tell you, an absolute chancer. An absolute chancer. See, when I do a Saturday Live, I go into my analytics, right? Because I've got to find out who's in my wee club so I can write them down, etc. So I goes into my analytics today. I have a copyright strike, right? And I thought, oh my God, it's been one of my live streams. I've left it monetized or something like that. And I've had music on. No. A company had copyrighted my video playing with bubble wrap. Look, I'm going to show you playing with bubble wrap. Oh dear, I've just knocked the whole thing off. I'm going to actually show you, right, because you won't believe this. Some company has been watching my video and thought, do you know, see the way she plays with bubble wrap? That's good. We're copyrighting her. I have appealed to it. It has been appealed. Right, hold on. Chancers. Absolute chancers. Sky, that's what we call a chancer. Copy. That's their sounds. They were saying me making the noise of the bubble wrap. So, listen, I don't care. I'm not letting them off with that. That shenanigans is not going to fly. That's not going to fly here. My wee fingers were red hot. There was steam coming off the keyboard. It was like that. Chance. Oh, listen. This is what we've got. Right. Wait till you. I've got to prove this. Wait till you see this. Right. Oh no, how do I do this? This is the problem I've got. I don't know how to turn the bloody thing around. How do I do it? No, I don't want to mute. Mind I had done this the last time. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Right, okay. Let's see if you can see. Now I can't see. You've received a copyright claim. Right. View options. Wait, see this. Crinkly. There's my voice away. Crinkly cellophane. I've wrote crinkly cellophane. And the company has copyrighted me for it. So I've appealed to that nonsense. No. There we go. Good afternoon, Golfer. I'll wait to get the chat back up again. Copyrighted. And it is a bubble. I'm playing with bubble wrap and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Some company said, you know what? We're just going to go in and pretend that's our video. Not unless it's automatically happened, but bubble wrap. Why? Anyway, that's what I had to deal with this afternoon. I was like, It's like I remember a channel had been stealing, and I use that word, my videos that I made and putting them on their own channel, making up a channel of just my videos, right? And for ages and ages, I didn't know how to put a copyright claim or anything. But then eventually I learned. And I sat here one day and done all this, they stole like 50 of my videos and I went on every one of them. Tom's, did I say good afternoon to you? Good afternoon to you. I don't think I am beautiful, but thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, copyright claim on my bubble wrap. Hey, chancers. Not today, Satan. Not today. Listen, I'm going to show you my duck. I'll do my wee group, my wee thing, my wee shout out. Listen, I'm going to shout Em out. Em's going to be the first one to shout out because I missed her out last week and that's terribly me. What kind of friend? I'm terrible. See if I miss you out, I'm going to just get me on Facebook or something and tell me because I don't do things deliberately. I'm is it people call folk a scatterhead? I think that's me. There's my sweet Celia. Celia, good afternoon to you. Right, I'm going to shout out my wee people that are in my club. Listen, you have to forgive me for the nasal sound today. It might affect my throat and I might be dead rusty and hot sounding when I talk. That'll be okay, but just now it's just snotters. Apologise for that. Shiny Draco, thank you very much. Lindsay, thank you so much. Bex, thank you, sweet Bex. Jenny, my lovely Jenny, thank you very much. Clem, thank you very, very much. Alison, thank you so much, Alison. My golfer girl in the chat. Ooh, I don't know why I'm doing that. What? A golfer girl, what? Is that going to be your new thing? Sky gets, and golfer girl gets, what? It's a Saturday. Anyway, where am I? Right, golfer girl, thank you very much. Vera, thank you so much. Lisa in Canada, thank you, Lisa. Peggy Sue, beautiful Peggy, thank you very much. Celia, woot, I'll give you a woot as well in the chat. I'm in a mood today. I'm in one of these moods. I'll say you twice or even thrice. I'll say you Lewis, good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing good, Lewis. I hope everything's all good in your world. What? I'm just doing that today. Or choo. We should maybe do something like that as well. Anyway, where am I? Celia, thank you. Thank you. Channel has been deleted. That's their name, right? That is the name of their channel. Is channel has been deleted. Thank you, channel has been deleted. Angela, thank you so much. My beautiful Joyce, thank you, Joyce. Phoenix, thank you, my beautiful Phoenix. Sloth Queen, thank you so much. My lovely Ralph, he's sending me something for my Halloween. Thank you, Ralph. Christy, thank you so much. And I'd like to say thank you to Caitlin and Charlene that give me a wee tip in my PayPal every month for me to buy a wee coffee. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you, everybody. There we go. Business is over. Get into the gutter. Who's sliding in with me? For art, good afternoon, my lovely. For art, good afternoon. Woot. Everybody's getting a woot today. Do you know what? Woot. Do you know, was it Jerry Springer that used to happen? I can't remember. Woot. That used to happen in some kind of game show way back in the 90s. Anyway, look, this is the mood I'm in. And my brother might be watching today. I'm not always like this, James. I really am. Shh, don't tell him, guys. Anyway, I don't give a duck. I don't give a duck. I don't give a little duck. Ducky duck, duck. Ducky ducks. I'm a big kid, guys, right? This, look, I can't stop looking at this. It's a duck advent calendar. Ducky ducks, ducks, duck. Look, you get a duck every day. Every day. Do look up. Do you know what? That reminds me of, what film was that? Grease. They had the skirts with the poodles, didn't they? Look at it, right? Look. I didn't want a chocolate advent calendar, and I've got a scenic advent calendar that's just got nice pictures in it, right? But I wanted one, and I could have got a makeup one, I could have got that. But this is what I got. This is my advent calendar, and it's ducks. And they'll be in my bathroom. They'll be all different duckies. Look, and every day you get, look at it, there's a giraffe duck, unicorn duck, snowman duck, and then there's a Santa duck. And then, is that the only ones to show you? And then the rest is a mystery, really. There's one that looks like a carrot. There's a carrot duck. There's a spotty green duck. Oh, did I say a snowman? Yeah, there is a snowman. Oh, there's a difference. There's two snowmen. Anyway. There we are. Where are we? Duckies. A ducky advent calendar. Oh, look at that one. That's a nice one. Anyway, so every day we'll be doing a different duck. We'll be seeing these ducks. And I'm going to have some collection in my bathroom, aren't I? Yeah, the pink lady. Frenchie. Her name was Frenchie with the pink hair, wasn't it? Oh, a bit of French kissing. I don't know why I said that. Forgive me. It's a Saturday. I'm not well. I've got a blocked nose. I'm going to need to put Vicks on again. I'm going to need to put vapor rub on me again. Rub it in, massage it. Massage it in. Who was it? Can you remember that episode of Friends? Oh, and Monica. Oh, Jesus, Monica wasn't well and she'd Vicks, she'd vapor rub all over her. And then in the next scene, Chandler's rushing to the toilet to clean himself. They said they'd vapor rub places. Bex, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for coming into the chat. See the video I done this morning? I showed you the palette in that. It's by Makeup Revolution. And it's the, oh God, what's the name of that one? It's the palette with the skeletons on it. The Corpse Bride by Revolution, and it's one that's got the skeletons on it. Of course you are, Sky. I knew that. I knew that no other in the chat would be as good as yours at French kissing. French kissing in the USA. French kissing in the USA. He. Remember that song? French kissing. French kissing in the USA. Remember that? Oh, Moomin, there's my lovely Moomin. Good afternoon, my sweet, my English Rose. Good afternoon to you. Listen, I'd love chickens. Unfortunately, there would be dead chickens with the dogs, right, mind you. So, oh, Govgar, I know, I seen the Friends one, but I ended up getting ducks. I ended up buying a duck advent calendar. I would love a real duck. I'd love to have ducks, and I'd love to have chickens. I'd love to have some chickens. I'd love to wake up to the. I'd love that, to wake up like that. Be like waking up in the country. I wake up with people being sick. Right, it's a big difference. In the Isle of Bute and stuff, you wake up to chickens, in the morning. Where I stay in Glasgow, you wake up to folk either fighting or being sick early in the morning. See, I've not really had that much. I didn't have that much experience, Sky, obviously, because I was, I was with my ex-husband for a very, 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 very long time. And then Davy came along, and I was a bit, oh my goodness, I'm going to. But you know what? It just came naturally. I just went with it. Right. See, whatever you do, just go 100, go and committed 100%, as if this is the way you're meant to be doing it. I just went in 100%. Just straight in there. Listen, at my age, life is too short. Life, you've got to grab things while you can. Oh, go for it. See, you stay in paradise, though. See, that would be paradise for me. Brittany, good afternoon, lovely Brittany. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday to you. I'm a bit nasally. Yeah. Oh, I seen my grandson. Actually, I seen his face. I won't be showing his picture or anything like that, but I actually got to see his face today. My daughter was away getting a detailed scan. It was, listen, my heart was like warm and fuzzy. Oh, there's a man. Oh, there was a man. There was a man parking outside my house. I was ready to say, "Come in, man, whoever you are. Come on. All is welcome." I'm like the wee woman in Poltergeist. Come in, everyone. Come in, everyone. All is welcome. Always welcome. come to the bungalow. I'm like, her today. Come into the light. Come in. I'll get a big lamp and put it out there. Come into the light and try and entice folk into the light. Into the light. And then snip the gate and everything like that. Look, key down the top. See, that is my imagination there. Just we seen a car parked outside. This is what happens to me. I've got too much an imagination. You know what I mean? That's it. I was the wee woman there in Poltergeist. All is welcome. All is welcome. Come into the bungalow. Come into the bungalow. Oh, a wee girl. Oh, see, Amanda will need to have a wee girl as well for me, even if it takes her 15 years. No, Sky, I don't want spirits in the bungalow, not the spirit. I'm talking about, like, single people that want to mingle. Singles that mingle. I'm talking to all these singles that mingle. I'll get one of the blowhorns, right, and I'll stand out there with a blowhorn. I'll make a sign. In fact, I'll get a sign with a big arrow that's got lights on it pointing to the gate in the bungalow. All is welcome. Come to the bungalow, like that. I'm sure to snag a few people that way. Surely to God. It takes it. Listen, my imagination just runs with it. Now you know all my report cards where Linda daydreams. Well, that's what I do. It's way better. Oh, my beautiful Moomin. Do you know, I have not had a cream tea in a long time. In fact, I don't even think I've had like a proper cream tea. Like going to a restaurant and having a... But do you know what, Moomin? Do you know what I would prefer? Just getting a wee blanket, right? Some of your homemade, like, cookies or cakes or sausage rolls or something like that, and go a wee picnic and just sit under a tree. You know, that's more me. That's more me than sitting in a posh do. I'd feel out of place in a posh do. I'd be out of place. I don't know what knife and fork to use. I'll just be stabbing things with a fork. There'll be people going, oh, shocked. Look what she's doing with the fork. Cecil, look what she's doing. I'll be stabbing my meat, lifting the whole steak up in the fork. Well, this is it, Sky. See, if they're handsome ghosts, I've got to take what I can get. So maybe they are all welcome. Maybe all welcome then. Everyone's welcome. I should. Trina, good morning, afternoon to you. You know, I never get if it's morning. I do the afternoon once a week, and it confuses me the whole forever. Good afternoon. It's 18 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. Oh, my Moomin. Moomin, I love Moomins. See the beautiful wee Moomins? I love Moomins. And listen, plump is beautiful. Listen, curvy ladies. Don't let anybody think that you shouldn't love your curves. As I said, I'm coming out of my shell a wee bit. I'm no longer wearing a t-shirt over my swimming costume when I go swimming. I'm starting to embrace it again. Embrace what I've got. Which is a whole lot in certain areas. Certain areas there's a whole lot of me. Right? Makes up for the parts that have got none of me. It works this way. Listen. Oh, good morning then. It's only 8:18 in the morning. I'm sorry, I'm sounding a hell of a snottery today. I don't know if it's from the flu vaccination. It started this morning when I was doing I mentioned it in my video that I was dead blocked. It's only blocked more and more as the days went on. Excuse me. See, it's still all there. Nothing's coming out. This is right, Shooting Star. Everybody should love their body. And everybody knows that I like men and ladies, right? And see a lady that's got curves or plump or fat, even if you want to call it all of that, I find them attractive as well. So a lot of people think, God, I'm no longer going to look attractive. Yes, you are. Of course you are. And anyway, I fall in love with the person before the package. So I do. I fall in love with your soul. I'm getting deep. It's a deep, don't give a duck chat. Oh, Moomin. Oh, see, look, I like a farmer. I like a farmer as well. Right? That's how I was dead disappointed on the Facebook dating thing. It was like last week that I was talking to a farmer. In his profile picture, he was holding a wee lamb. A wee lamb. Changeling, good afternoon to you, lovely changeling. Good afternoon. Oh, Trina, thank you so much. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for coming in and spending time. Listen, right, so this farmer, right, I was talking to, listen, and I'll tell, I'm going to get into everything, right? I'm jumping steps ahead my own brain. So this farmer that was holding a wee lamb, right, a wee baby lamb, and oh, well, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be well holding a puppy or something. I was like, oh, well, I've got to comment on this guy because he'd liked me, you see, he'd liked me. So I liked him back and I wrote to him, hi there, my name's Linda, blah, blah, blah. I love your profile picture with the wee lamb. It's so cute, right? And I thought, he's also not too bad looking. I was like, yeah, this looks good. And I would love a farm. I'd love to be on a farm with all the animals and all that. Kind of, be like Darling Buds of me, right? That's what I'm thinking. So here, as it went on, I thought to myself, this guy's just, he started calling me dear. Hello, dear. Right, that's it. So as soon as they start calling me dear, I'm like, right, here we go. So I said to him, add me on Facebook, right? That way, if they come onto Facebook, you can see basically if they're a real person or not, right? You can see this person only made an account today. This person's only got 2 people as friends, right? So you get to know if they're a real person or a catfish. So I'd said to the farmer, I said, look, I said, add me on Facebook. That way we can talk and you can find out more about me and I can find out more about you. He deleted me. That was it. First of all, he said, can we not talk WhatsApp? I said, no, we can't talk WhatsApp, Facebook, and that was it. And I thought, yeah. People, this is it. They see on that Facebook dating, see if they don't, if you say to them, come on to my proper Facebook and we can talk there via Messenger and stuff like that. If they don't want to do that, red flag, red flag. See, I'm getting to learn. I'm getting to learn. Yes, I fall in love with the person and then it's the other parts. I just so happen to find ladies and gentlemen really beautiful. So I'm a people lover. Here's my Tingle Pink. I'm always on this time on a Saturday. Yes, it was a fake person, woman, and he was a farmer. Here, and then I thought to myself, here, I would like to. And then I thought, the real farmer's married. Of course he is. Somebody snatched that up. Somebody snatched that farm. Pictures with baby lambs. Oh my God, there you are. That's me. I'm pregnant again. Oh, I'm going to give you some energy then through the screen, lovely Jenny. I'm going to give you some energy. And just, I'm just giving you energy this morning. I'm not giving you my cold. I've got a cold. I hope it's not the thing, because my taste buds are going. But I've got a blocked nose. And you're in beautiful Canada. I've got Canadian blood in me, so I have, Jenny. And my dad's Canadian, and my cousin that comes in, she's from British Columbia. But I do have family in Alberta also. This is terrible, this noise. Oh, I can figure them out dead fast now for art. Really fast, I can figure them out. Especially with the hello dear, right? Or see when you scroll down their picture, see if they've got a picture of the, as I say, the love heart that's got sparkles, or a love heart's in the shape of like with roses and stuff like that. You get to know them, you get to like spidey sense them. I smell a catfish. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. Like that, away you go. Do you know what would happen next? He would say, you know, my granny's actually going for an operation and I'm absolutely skint. Would you be able to send over the money and then I'll pay you back? That's what's next. I'm telling you, on that Facebook date, and there's a lot of chancers. Not with me. No. I could never, unless I seen the person, like when I was talking to David, we were Skyping each other so we could talk to each other. So I seen him before I actually met him in real life. You know, you've got to, this day and age, you've got to do that. You've got to do that kind of thing. But this is what they're using animals now to snag women. They're using animals to snag you. Because that was the first thing I noticed was the wee cute lamb. I was like, oh, look at that wee lamb. And then, oh, he's not too bad as well. A farmer, you say. That's what they are. They're gold diggers. Here, what's that song? I'm a gold digger. No, it's not I'm a gold digger. Oh, I can't remember. It's a gold digging song anyway. And here there was a scandal about that song here in the UK. I don't know if you can remember that, fellow UKers. It was when Duncan Bannatyne was in the jungle and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, right? Know how at the end of the show, it shows you them going back to their hotel, their beautiful hotel room and all the rest of it, right? They were showing you Duncan Bannatyne's beautiful, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his wife, right? His partner. And she was like absolutely, you know, drop dead gorgeous, like a model, and a lot younger than Duncan, right? A lot younger. So when these people come out, they usually play songs. They played that song. ITV played that song. She's a gold digger, right? For his girlfriend. And it didn't go down well. There was so many, people were taking to Twitter, apparently. People were taking to Twitter to talk about the scandal. So there you are. Oh, do you know what I want to say as well? Oh, we're devastated in seeing the UK now. We're all in shock. There was an MP, English MP, Conservative MP, went to his job yesterday, just went to his job to talk to people about, you know, improving their local area as these politicians have got to do. And a madman went in and stabbed him 12 times. I think it was 12 the last I counted. 12 times, murdered the man. The man's got 5 children and he loves animals. He does a lot of things like protecting the foxes. See, I'm talking about the foxes. And this madman just came in. He was in a holy place then. It wasn't the chapel. It was a different, it was a church or something like that he was in, and this man went in and stabbed him 12 times and murdered the man yesterday. Shocking. I think we were all in shock. When I'd heard he'd been stabbed, I wrote on my Facebook, right, you can have, people have got different political views and all the rest of it, views about all sorts of stuff, right? That's what makes us human, and that's what makes the world an interesting place. We all think different things. So people that vote, people that don't vote Conservative might not like the Conservative government, but you don't go and just murder somebody like that. But now they're saying it was an act of terrorism. So that's going to rile up a lot of feelings in the UK now, because they've said it's a terrorism. Because there's a-holes out there that will go like that. You know what? Let's get back at them. We'll get back at them. You know, an eye for an eye. See, all that kind of stuff, it all kicks off. It'll all kick off again. What's the betting? It'll all kick off. Celia, see, I know it was in a church. I know it was in a holy place. It wasn't in the chapel. Because I remember that the man's Catholics, because so am I. So I know that it was in a holy place that this man went in and just went tonto stabbing. I tell you, my mum said they'll need to be behind screens. I says, how can the politicians all be behind screens? They go there shopping and things like that. Do you know what I mean? How would that work? I don't know, but they're going to need to do something, because his family must be devastated. 5 kids, the man's got 5 kids. 5 kids. His daddy went out yesterday morning to work and is never coming home again. That's brutally honest. That's what it is. He might have been out in a bad mood. You never know. He might have been out and went, oh, see, when I come home, I'm going to speak to you. You don't know. That's why don't. If you're fighting with someone, don't leave it. The world, me and my mum said that the world has went mad. And I'm blaming COVID. I'm just blaming it. It's done something to us. It's done something to the world, because, as I said, I was getting dead lonely. Thank God I had Jews to talk to. I was going really, in fact, we'll go and get another drink. I was getting dead lonely and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Because I wasn't getting to my swimming. So, as I say, the swimming's really the only exercise I can do for medical reasons, because I'd kill myself if I tried to do anything else with my back. So that's the only time I can actually exercise. The tumble dryer's on, by the way, so you'll hear it rumbling. Oh. So just not being able to go my swimming, that was doing my head in, literally doing my head in. Right, there we go. God, there's a cough. I'm coughing now as well. I'm coughing, sneezing. Look, does anybody else drink this? Bovril is wonderful. I love it. Bit of squeeze it. Oh no, oh God, the lid's not. It's black like that. You put it in a cup and pour hot water in, and it's like a beefy drink, and it warms you up. So that poor man, I mean, at first we'd heard he was injured, and I was hoping that he was going to be okay, because they had air ambulances and all that on the scene. Devastating. And my poor Minx Laura, see my Minx Laura? Well, she's not my Minx Laura, she's everyone's. My lovely friend Minx Laura. She's met the man, actually. The man's part of her constituency. And she's met him. So that must be hard. That must be hard for the people that met him and everything. Oh, thank you very much for saying that. I've forgotten how to pronounce your name. Changlin. I'll need to scroll up. See, I forget. I'm terribly. I've got bad memory loss and stuff like that. Yeah, see, Celia, it's shocking, absolutely shocking that a man just goes to his, and he was a good man as well. He wasn't a bad guy, and he loved animals and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's been thinking, whoever that, they've arrested the guy. The guy's been arrested, right? But whoever that is must have thought about that. You know what I mean? Planned that out, that he was going to do that. That's not a spur of the moment kind of thing. You know, it's not as if you're walking about out in the street armed with a knife. Unless you've got a fishing rod over your shoulder, and then it's allowed then to cut your line. But shocking, absolutely shocking. But we're all in shock. Everybody's talking about it, but I don't know how they can make these MPs safer. See, if I had a significant other that was an MP, I'd be worried sick, actually. And then you've got these people that like to copycat and all. The world went bloody mad for arts, right? But listen, no wonder I have a flavouring on a Saturday. no. Listen, do you know what I'm going to watch when I come off of here? You'll be proud of me. I'm going to watch that Descent 2. I'm going to watch it from the safety of behind my cushion. My cushion is going to be a shield. So that's what I'm going to watch when I come off of here. I'm getting a dodgy throat as well. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Where's my handkerchief? It's not even a handkerchief. I've resorted to kitchen roll. See if I rubbed everything off. I don't know. So is MD doing anything good? Are you squinty? I don't like he's been squinty. Oh, what am I doing? There we are. I nearly knocked us off again, mate. Many times have I done that. There should be an award for doing that, and I would get a lot for knocking myself off. See, his heart froze. See, that's better. That's good. Squid Game, I don't know. Everybody's talking about that. I've not watched it. See, I've now paused the stream and now I'm behind. I haven't watched that. So, what is it about, Goffer Girl? Because everybody's going, oh, you should watch the Squid Game. Has anybody seen the Squid Game? And then on the radio, they were saying, what would the Squid Game be in Glasgow? And I was driving the car going, a Squid Game? Of course, I'm thinking of squids. I'm thinking, what kind of game is that they use squids with? The Squid Game? I wonder if it's eating, like, the squids, the calamari, is it? I wonder if it's something to do with that. I don't know what Squid Game is. The media's got a lot to answer for. See, as soon as the media say, there's some truck drivers that aren't driving their trucks. That's it. Everybody's NASDA, stocking up on toilet roll, sugar, flour, bread, things like that. 3 and 4 shopping trolleys full, some of them. The media, that's how, listen, they couldn't come out and tell us about aliens. Can you imagine the shenanigans? Oh, that sounds good. Goffer Girl, when I was a wee girl, we used to play balls. Right? That's where my love came from. Not listen, to use tennis balls, 2 tennis balls, right? And you batter them up against a wall and catch, batter it, catch. So you play them like that. So you play balls and you sing a wee song when you're playing balls. And the song that sticks in my head was this one. Maggie Thatcher, stingy Maggie Thatcher. Maggie Thatcher puts the prices up. I'll need to watch it, Goffer. I'll need to watch it. Ooh, I might watch that. See, tomorrow is my day of relaxation. So I spend my day in bed and eat Chinese food and watch films. That's what I do. So I'll probably watch that tomorrow. What else? We used to play elastics, where we used to get elastic bands, lots of elastic bands, right? And you tie them together so they make like a rope. And there'd be 3 people, right? There'd be 2 people holding either end of this, and there'd be somebody that jumps over it. So first, you and the person put the elastic bands to your ankle, the person jumps, then you move it to your knee, the person jumps, and then you move it to your hip, the person jumps, and then you move it to your shoulder, like that. So, you take turns. So we used to play that as well. That was another favourite game. I don't know if I've played that. We used to play a game called Kick the Can as well. And it was basically a kind of game of hide and seek. But what you would start doing, it would be, there was a can and somebody came along and booted it away. So the person that's het, we called, see if you're it, we called them your het, meaning you're the one. So they were het. So they'd to go and get the can and then come back and count to something and leave the can there, right? And then go away looking. And your goal was to come out for hiding, right, without the person seeing you, and running over and kicking the can, and that was you, and then 1, 2, 3. See, that was before mobile phones. We used to play Kirby, where we used to throw the ball on the curb. We used to have great games. We used to go out in the morning, and that'd be us all day long. And see, we come home, we'd be dirty and we'd be tired and starving. And it was a great time. And you come in when the street lights went on. See, when the street lights went on, that was the time that you had to come in. Or your mum would open the door and shout you, Linda, like that. I'd be going, oh God, I'll just pretend I was in the next street and I never heard her. What was the one Aussie man was doing? I think it was in Korea. Ice. It was Ice. It was a game, right, that these people that were in like lycra suits, right, you had different people in different colours of lycra suits, blue, red, green or yellow, that kind of thing. And a set of stairs, quite a steep set of stairs that was covered with ice, right, ice, there in lycra. And the ice is wet as well, by the way, the ice is wet. And at the top of the stairs is a bell. And they've got to go up these stairs to get to the top to ring the bell. And, you know, as they're going, they slide all the way back down. And then they're just a bit there. And the back, there's somebody pulls you. Yes, we always played outside. You should watch that one, Aussie Man Reviews. And it's the ice is crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's like walking in ice, wet ice. I'm getting a cough now. I'm starting to worry. Because the block nose just started this morning and it's come on leaps and bounds. And now I've got a bit of a cough. I've got more COVID tests though. I do have more COVID tests. So see if it's still bad tomorrow. I'll be doing a COVID test. You'd be out all day until it was dark. And you never felt unsafe. See, when I grew up in Easter House, everybody's doors were left open. Nobody would even lock their door. See, back then, nobody had anything like a value in their house. Everybody had the same things in your house. Do you know what I mean? My mum and dad never even had a carpet that went from skirting board to skirting board. You know what I mean? It was just like a bit of carpet in the middle of the floor. That was it. But everybody's house was exactly the same. We were all in the same boat. Nobody ever thought they were. It's just same here. Nobody thinks they're better than anybody else here, which I love. I love that everybody's, you know, we're all the same. Whereas the last place I was at, you know, some people thought they were better because they had more money. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think about other games we used to play. Oh, chip shops. I loved that game. Chip shops, right? Back in that day, I said this, was it yesterday? I was talking about fish and chips for the chippy. You used to get your chips in the newspaper. They would drop your chips and that in a newspaper. And I used to go out with a couple of newspapers with my friends, and we would decide that we were opening a chip shop. So we had our newspaper, and instead of chips, fries, it would be bits of grass. And instead of like a fish, it'd be like a stone. And we would have something else, like a stick would be a fish or a sausage. So that's what you do. Do you want a wee chippy? Would you want? And somebody would say, oh, I want a sausage supper. So you would get the stick and put that in, and some of the grass and put that in. Would you like salt and vinegar with that? Pretend salt and vinegar. Wrap it all up. That'll be £2.50, please. It was a great game. We loved playing chippies. It was wonderful. And me and my friend would just end up making all these chip things up while we're talking. Oh, we may as well making some fish and chips up in case we get a rush of customers. It was great, and I used to have my bike. That was the best Christmas I ever had. And I don't know where my mum and dad hid the bike, because my brother used to go and look for presents before Christmas. See if he's watching. So this year, I went down Santa's Bean, right? And I was like, oh, and my dad would always make us wait till we're ready, right? Okay, down the stairs. We go down the stairs, and I had a BMX bike. It was the equivalent of getting a Porsche as an adult. That's what it was. It was equivalent to getting a Porsche. But as a kid, I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to rub my eyes. Couldn't believe it. A BMX. Oh, I was out. That was me. I didn't even want to bother opening any more presents. I just wanted out on that bike, and that was wonderful. It was like your own set of wheels. Oh, it was great. Yeah, mud pies. We used to make mud pies, and we used to cut them like your mum would do. You know what I mean? Like you would cut a pizza, but doing a wee slice for you. Would you want a cup of tea with that or coffee? Would you make it Agnes over the road there, putting her washing out like that? That's the wrong way to put washing out into. We used to have the conversations. Listening to our mums too much. And I remember, see, if my mum and dad were having a tiddly with some people, right? They'd be in the living room and they'd be gossiping. Oh, did you hear about her over the road? Oh, no, I never heard. So I would want to hear what happened to her over the road. So I'd be lurking about, and my mum would go, Linda, go to your room. And I'd go, oh, Mum, can I know? Just say, no, you can't. So away we would go. So I missed some. And then I would find my way to sneak back in. Oh, I'm just looking for something. I left my colouring book in here. And I'd be lurking like that, trying to listen to what the adults were talking about. Oh. And then I'd be sitting with my wee pal going, Mum and Dad were up last week and they were talking about Horry on the road. You know what I mean? We learned early. That's where my nosiness started, early on. Yeah, you would see the imagination children have got, you know, some dirt. Would you like salt and vinegar with it? You know? Crumple up a leaf. There you go. There's your paprika. There's some paprika on it for you. You want some chili on yours? Oh, exotic chili. Just like things like that. It's great. It's wonderful. For Art, thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you sell lots of things, lots of beautiful items. There's my gold dust now. Good afternoon, gold dust. Good afternoon. Oh, we're talking about the olden days. The olden days when you were a child and not a care in the world, eh? Not a care. And we would get, like, my mum's catalogue, right? And the first place you'd go is the back pages. Back pages was toys and games. And we used to circle items that we would hope Santa would bring. And these items didn't have batteries or anything. It was, as I say, it was like dollies and Wendy houses, we called them, and games. Operation was a great game. We loved that Operation. And there was a game called Mousetrap. We loved that game as well. Cluedo, a bit of Cluedo on Christmas Day. Monopoly is great until somebody's crying. Somebody's run out of cash. Yeah, you'd make forts out of blankets. Oh, that was wonderful, the days. Yeah, see, that's good. Golfer girl. I'm going to be doing all that with this wee guy when I get my hands on him. When he gets older. He's going to realise that in Granny's house we can paint and we can do lots of stuff like that. There's going to be lots of crafts. I think crafts are great for kids. And I've always said the best Christmas presents are handmade, are homemade Christmas presents. And I've already got in my mind what this child's going to make for its mummy and daddy for Christmas. I've already got, I don't think Amanda's listening, but I'm going to get See, on Amazon, you can buy the wee calendar things like the year 2022. You can buy like lots of wee sticky bits that you can put on a drawing. So I'm going to get them to do a lovely drawing and then we're going to stick it on. And that's going to be a calendar for Mummy and Daddy. Oh, Fraser, good afternoon to you. Listen, I'm not very well. I'm feeling fine. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel sick, but my nose. See, since this morning when I was doing my video this morning, my nose started to block up, and I've just had the flu jab a few days ago, right? And now my voice is a bit croaky. See if it's the flu. That's all I need. Fraser, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Now I'm worried about you. Now I'm worried. I hope you're all right. See, if you need to talk or anything like that, you know you can get me on Facebook. You can get me on Facebook. Yeah, I loved Four Suit of Blankets. But like Wendy houses I loved a Wendy house for Christmas. That's just like the fake wee girls' houses used to get. And I used to say, Mum, can I have my dinner in my Wendy house? She'd say, yes. Now I'd say, remember, knock the door. I was a right wee, we call them right wee mummies. I was a right wee mummy. We used to play shops with all my mum's great stuff. Do you know what I mean? All her expensive perfume and stuff like that. Can I take that out in the clothes? And I remember one time I had came back, there was this, and I don't know what happened to it. There was this doll, I wish I would have it to this day. I don't know what happened to it. And my auntie gave me it. And it was Little Red Riding Hood, right? But see, when you turned her upside down and flicked her skirt, it turned into the grandma, but it was a big bad wolf's face, right? So I had that, and I remember I took it out, and I came back in with a lipstick, an old squashed lipstick, right? That had been used and smudged and all the rest of it. And Mum said, where's your doll? I says, I swapped it for this lipstick. I got forced to go to the girls' door, give them the lipstick back, give me that dolly. It was embarrassing for me. That's the kind of stuff we used to do. We used to have a guy called the Rag and Bone Man, that used to come about. Now, he came about and he was on a horse-ridden cart. Listen, how old am I? A horse-ridden cart, this man used to go about the streets, and he used to shout, any old iron, any old iron. He used to shout things like that. Rags, any old rags. So you would take down to him like some clothes that you no longer needed. And see, when they say drags, all our clothes that we no longer needed were falling apart because we used them so much. So we would end up taking stuff. And I think it was my ex-husband's brother had took his father's best suit. And back in the days, they only had one suit, do you know what I mean? And that suit was going to do you for weddings and funerals, that suit. The guy's best suit went, and he got a balloon for his suit. Get back to there and get your dad's suit back. And Amy had a guy that used to come round selling Wilkes and paper bags with a needle. And we used to sit next to the bins and eat the Wilkes. See, it's all like good memories back then. You'd a pony? Oh my goodness, golf girl, that would have been fun. Yes, that's what we used to do. We used to go into my mum's room, raid her room, take all her stuff, and then put it out in the landing. Do you know what I mean? And put prices on it. Right? That's going to be 50 pence. That one, 2 for a pound. 2 for a pound. You want 2 of them? A pound. we used to have a great time. But see now, everybody's stuck in the phone, and it's although they're a lot brighter, the children, than what we were. See, I see some of the kids now, and I'm like, are you smarter than an 8-year-old? I've got to think of that. I'm thinking probably not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that smart. Whereas all the kids these days are smart, but they lack what we had. They lack the world. I'm getting deep. But they like the world. They like going out and playing in the dirt. I mean, playing with worms. We used to play with worms. We used to play with worms. This is a terrible game. Don't ever play this game. And this is a bad game. But and it was my ex-husband. I don't think he would mind me telling you this story. But when he was a wee boy, people used to collect bees and wasps, right, in jars. That's what they used to just collect them. Just go about, put them in a jar, shake it and stuff like that, right? Which is wrong. They shouldn't do that. But he one time caught a bee, a wasp, and what was the other thing? A bee, a wasp, and a butterfly or something like that, all in the same jar, just to see who would win if it was a spider. It was a spider. A bee, a wasp, and a spider in the one jar to see who came out the winner. This is the stuff that we used to play. Don't ever play. That's a bad game. That's a bad game. I know, Golda. See, listen, that this child would. I know my Amanda wouldn't be like that anyway, but in Granny's house, we'll have time for television, and then we'll have time for other stuff like crafts and things. We're going to. The television will not be on a lot. Although I'm looking forward to CBeebies, Children's BBC. I'm looking forward to that. And then the child goes away and plays, and I'm sitting like that watching Teletubbies for an hour and a half. I wonder what Tinky Winky's going to do now. He's lost his handbag. Do you know something? That's Tinky Winky's best handbag, Jim. I feel a bit emotional. I hope he finds it. Oh, there, Lala. Lala's got the bag. Thank God Lala was there, or Tinky Winky's bag where they went down that river. That's the stuff happens to me. Then I go, I was a child, there's no I could have been watching Jerry Springer. Jerry. Oh, I know you had to, I know you would have to do that. Yeah, see, and the lack feeling about the earth. See, me and Elon Musk and I would go on good because we're talking saving the world and stuff like that. I like crafts that involve being outside as well, right? With dirt, seashells. I love a bit of craft with some seashells, twigs, all that. Get them out, get them round about nature, show them stuff like that. It's going to be great because I'm going to be taking this kid, all over the place. I'm going to take him. We've got a wee park up here that's got some ducks and turkeys and things like that. Chickens. I'm going to take him up there. I'm going to take him places. I want to show him nature and show him that everything's not in the house. And we see when we're doing that, there's not going to be any phones on or any electronics on. It's going to be. Yeah, I'd be sitting watching the Teletubbies like that. Oh my God, I'm worried now. I'm worried. Tinky Winky. Hey, what's going to happen? And the kids are away playing, and I'm sitting like that for an hour and a half. Jerry Springer had been on. It was great. Jerry Springer was see when the kids weren't there, I was like, get Jerry on. Jerry. Oh, that was wonderful. Jerry Springer was great because he was the only one that allowed like fighting. Jeremy Kyle that we had a guy called Jeremy Kyle. And this man would get beat up with any one of the contestants on the show. But he's behind this security, so he's in their face, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a tough guy, whereas he's not. Not like Steve. Not like Steve on Jerry Springer. Steve, mind, see, bald-headed guys do it for me. So I used to love Jerry Springer, and it was never good. See, the other chat shows, sometimes it was like, can you surprise my mom with tickets to the Phantom of the Opera? She's always wanted to see it. And they've had the guy that does Phantom of the Opera there to present the ticket. Nice stuff you would have. Oh, it's their wedding anniversary, and can you do something nice for them? The other chat shows used to have stuff like that. Jerry, it was always bad. And I remember thinking to myself, see, if I stayed in America and my significant other said, I'm going to take you on Jerry Springer, I've got something I want to tell you about, I'd be like, no, absolutely, tell me now. I'm not going on Jerry Springer. Tell me now. It was always bad. It was always bad for them, but it was good entertainment for us. But that was bad. Tobermory, yeah, Tobermory. Balamory. What's the way to Balamory? Oh, what's that song? It's What's the Way to Balamory, isn't it? And it was the head school, the teacher. I think she was in Chewing the Fat as well, though. It was weird seeing her chewing the fat after being a teacher in Balamory. See, with Sophie, it was Teletubbies and Tots TV. There was one. I'm a touchy wheezy tot, teely tot and tiny. We're the Tots on Tots TV. 1, 2, 3, woo! And it was two wee puppet guys and then a girl. And the girl was French. I think my sky's away. Maybe she went and said goodbye. But the wee girl was French in it. Her name was Tilly. And she used to talk French. What's the story in Balamory? Wouldn't you like to know? It was like that, wasn't it? I'll see. As an adult, when you've got kids and you're forced to watch these programs, you start to get invested, and you start going, I can't wait to the next episode of that now, eh? The Lost Handbag of Tinky Winky. That's going to be a good episode next week. Yeah. Oh, see, I used to know the schedule. What's on next? Oh God, Tots TV's on it too. We better watch Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim's coming on. That's a couple of puppets on a canal boat. We need to watch some Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim driving along on their old drag doll. Oh, so the old drag doll was the name of the boat. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim. And see, I remember it was great fun. And then, if all else fails, we had the VHS tapes. And I had a collection of VHS. I had every Disney movie in VHS. Get some Cinderella on. Basil the Great Mouse Detective. That was a great one, and they should have more of that on. That was a great one. Sophie loved that one. Well, guys, I'm going to go and blow my hooter again. My nose is needing done. I hope I'm going to be all right. And it's Elena's birthday on Monday, so I might not be here, but Marilyn Monroe might have come up from the depths of the earth. That went dark. See how dark that went? Marilyn Monroe. It's this Halloween stuff. It's a Halloween stuff. Marilyn Monroe will be here. She won't be from the depths of... She'll be here to sing happy birthday, like that. My voice is going. So thank you all very much for coming in today and spending time with me. I love you all very much and I appreciate every single one of you. I got 10 million views. I've crossed the 10 million. I can't even imagine how much that is. 10 million views. I still can't get my head around it. So thank you everybody so much for making that possible. And I'll be back on Monday. Well, Marilyn will be back on Monday. So have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to give you a big kiss. Bye, everyone.